Won't know if it's going to stay working or not. We will have to wait and see, but I'm really, really hoping that it does. I just want to kind of finish this up. So I did end up removing that large section over there, just off the top of the tank. I'm not going to try and remove any more of that now. That just seems like it's tempting fate a little bit. So we're going to just go here. I'll go into the middle speed. Excuse me. I've got some beavers working over here. So what I'm going to do is I would like to have a path that gets right up to the very top up there. In order to do that, I've got to build up some of these. Excuse me. I'm really sorry. I'm going to build some more here on this front bit, and then I'm going to build that one up like that, and then I'm going to go over here, because I'm going to kind of want these going across the front here anyway. Actually, let me get rid of that. I didn't want to have that one there, so I'll get rid of that one. And then I'll put these in across the front like this. Feed Guy Gaming and the Boyds and Simon Rowlands. Hello, welcome back to the stream. Hopefully this time we will actually just be able to finish off the little bits that I want to finish. So I'm going to bring in these up like this. I've actually gone a little bit too far with this. I guess I can have some of that up there. Because I'm going to need this that far. This one here, I'm going to want a ladder that comes down to there. So that one will stay where it is. And then I'll put a platform along the front. This will allow the beavers eventually to get right up onto the top. So then we want to come back over to this way. You've got to use a path wherever you build anything. So I've got a path there. And now I'm going to need to stack some of these up. So we'll stack back over this way, and we'll go... Actually, I don't want to go that far. I want to go with two of those. I'll put a double one in there. I'll put a single one here and a single one here, and there's also going to be one over there. I'm going to put a double right in there like that, and then I'm going to need to... I'm actually going to remove that one completely. I'll bring that bit over there like that, and then I will put in a little bit of path, and then we're going to go with ladders. So you need to, we need... Oop. Okay, I made a mistake there. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one, and that one, and you, and you. I need to have a triple. I need to have a double. I need to have that one. Another one over here. There's reason for this madness. Actually, I don't want that one there at all. I'm going to want to put a ladder right there, and then I'm going to want to spin round, and I'm going to want to put a ladder right there. So I need to have a path that comes out the bottom of the ladder, and I need to have a path joining in over here. So now they can get all the way round. Then we need to get ladders going all the way up to the top, which means that you come back and we just put it there like that. You've got to make sure that you have footpath connecting the top and the bottom of every ladder. And you've also got to have footpath connecting, and that's even on the platforms here. So top of the ladder there through to the bottom of the ladder here, you've got to connect the footpath or it doesn't work. Then we're also going to need to have footpath that goes around the top of this one like this, and that will allow them to go and build it all. So what we want now is the beavers to come through and construct all of this while we wait. So I've gone and sort of set everything up. It's all in there exactly as it should be. Just like that. So, yeah, I know we haven't got very many people here now because the stream has died twice, and so we're on third time a charm. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I'm hoping that this time we will be able to sort of finish things off. I want to be able to just finish this bit off here and see if we can make the whole thing work. There is actually one thing that... there is one little bit that I want to do differently in here that I completely forgot about, except No, I'm not going to at the moment. No, I'm just going to leave it like this at the moment. We'll build the piece on the front, and then we'll see. I can always change stuff around afterwards. So I need to let the beavers build. In order to have them building, I kind of need to have building beavers. So I'm going to go over to here, and we're going to take a look. So I've got 0 unemployed people in this district at the moment. 0 unemployed beavers. If we have a look in here, builders' huts, I've only got 2 builders' huts. So I've got 8 beavers doing that. Plus you have, in your main district centre, you have another 4. So I've got 12 beavers doing some building here. Which, to be honest, is not actually that many. We could do with more than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and change this around a little bit. I've got 2 distribution posts over here. They send gears and they send berries out. And also logs to Lake Town, which is quite an important delivery system. Iron Forge, Elwyn Forest. I have berries going to Elwyn Forest from that one right there. But I don't have anything else that I'm currently using. Planks over to Westfall. I'm just going to pause that one. Now, the Elwyn Forest berry delivery, that's actually really important, and I don't want to stop that one from working. So that's currently paused, which means what I actually need to do is I need to add a new route onto this one. Right here, and then I have to go and find the delivery point down in Elwyn Forest, like that, and select berries there, and click OK. So they've now taken that one. I'm going to go back over to here, and I'm going to delete the Elwyn Forest berry delivery, and the other 3 aren't important. So what that's done in this district now is freed up 6 unemployed people. So there are 2 jobs that have now been filled that weren't being filled before. And now they are. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to go over here and go to labour. And I'm going to go to a builder's hut, which is the one that I'd like to build. And now I've got to find some room somewhere in the Thunder Bluff district, which is a little pressed for space, it must be said. I don't have a lot of room for anything in this place. I guess I could build it here. Where can I put it? I've already got one stashed over there. I can put it here, because I don't actually need this ladder going underneath anymore. So if I was to remove that one, like that, and then I go and I build a small platform in that little zone right there, and I put that as a top priority platform, then go into labour, and Smudo, right, those buildings are damn nice. These beavers really get their teeth into it. It's all from Bow and Potato. Smudo, how do you manage to crash a stream twice in 2 hours? Because I'm very, very special. This game, some of you may or may not have noticed that this game is not really very well optimized when you get to a pretty large scale, and I like to push things as well. I like to go for large scale, as you can see with 133 storages over there, which house 133,000 items if they were all full. And I haven't covered all the map. I've got all this space all the way back over here that I could go and cover if I wanted to, but I'm not. So, yeah, there is a lot more room for things, but the optimizations of the game are not brilliant at the moment. Now, that's fine. I got no real complaints with that. TK Football Star, can I get an absolutely brilliant, please, sir? Yes, you can. TK Football Star, thank you very much, sir. That is absolutely brilliant of you. Thank you very much. I'm just going to go into there, and I'm going to prioritize the building of that builder's hut. So then they'll come along and they will construct that one first. And then when they've gone and done that one, then we can have an extra 4 builders working on this project over here, which would be rather useful. So we're just going to allow them to go through. Now, if I was playing on my own, I still have it going on 3 times speed rather than 2 times speed. It does become a bit of a slideshow for half the day because the beavers are all like trying to find different jobs. So, Tomcat 05, what up, Frith? Hello and welcome to the stream. They're built already. Now, a builder's hut always starts off with 2 employees, so if you want more, you do have to increase it like that. Just push it up, and they will correct in the morning, and then I'll have an extra 2 builders. So that's going to work out fairly nicely. And then we just got to wait for them to go and build this. I've got plenty of logs and stuff over here in my industrial log pile. I've got loads of stacks of them, which is brilliant. Hey Frith, do you know who the YouTuber Blitz is? Blitz. I'm sure I've heard of Blitz. It rings a bell, anyway. It rings a bell. I don't know them offhand, but the name rings a bell. So, yeah, the optimization on this game is not brilliant at the moment. As you can tell, it's caused a few crashes in the stream, and if the game is not very well optimized and is really laggy, it can cause issues with streaming. That tends to be the case with a lot of games, I've noticed. So it's not unique to this game at all. It is a lot of games out there that will do exactly the same. Over here, we've got a nice lot of TNT has been placed down. I will cusplode it, but I'll wait until the very end before I cusplode it. Now, I've also gone and built that one over there, and I've now got this one. So I'm going to go add new... No, I don't want to add a new route to that one. I've got the iron delivery from here. So if I go add new route from here, I want to take that to Iron Forge, which is over here. And that is for the scrap metal that I was harvesting. I had right next in this area here, there was a big pile of scrap metal that we harvested. So I went and cleared all of that up. So then I need Thunder Bluff and Iron Forge flour deliveries. So we want to add a new route right here. I want to go to that one right there. Vincent CC, new member. Thank you very much for your support, sir. Absolutely brilliant of you. And actually, Vincent CC, I don't think that you're in the Great Book of Names either. So that'll put you in the Great Book of Names. That's absolutely fantastic. Myopic Illumination, Smootho Frith paused the stream because his pineapple was finished and needed to come out the oven. The pineapple is fine. I like pineapple. I love pineapple. I could eat it till I look like it. It's just pineapple on pizza. It's like those kind of people that put kiwi fruit on pizza or banana on pizza. What's wrong with you? Fruit does not... The only fruit that belongs on a pizza is a tomato. Nothing else. Right, anyway, I need to put flour in here. Flour in there, and then I want to add another new route over here to Iron Forge, and that is also going to be flour. Okay. And I want to increase that to 4 workers in there. So we've got the new distribution post here, which means that I can now go and demolish that distribution post. And then I'm going to go here with paths and structures. And I'm going to put one down here. So first of all, we're going to have a path, and that's going to go in a straight line up to there. And then I'm going to take a double platform to there, and I'm going to take a triple platform directly in behind it to there, and then I'm going to have a ladder and a ladder in here. So what I'm hoping is that they'll go and build those, and that's going to give me just a tiny bit of extra reach on what these will do. So I'm just going to let them go and build. It shouldn't take them very long at all to actually go and build these bits. They've already built the platforms. We've just got the 2 stairs, 2 ladders to go and do. There's most of it. There'll be a log. There's a log coming in, and there's most of that, and there's the final log going in over there. And so... Actually, I'll need to join in a little bit in here just to make that work. So we can have a look up here and we can see where it goes. And then if I put in the path, I'm hoping now when I click on my main area, it's actually pushed this up just a little tiny bit more. Not by a lot though, has it? Hasn't really made a huge difference to anything at all. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest. It is kind of disappointing. We just can't take it out that little bit further. The only other thing I suppose I can do is if I connect a path here and connect it across. Is that going to do anything? I think it has. I think it's just pushed that along a little tiny bit more. So if I was to take a path and put it there, would that do anything? Actually, it has. That's pushed it up to here, which means that by that bit there, because they can do one extra line out beyond the reach of the district, they'll be able to do everything up to the edge of the map here. It's just a small piece in this corner now that they can't reach. Which, you know, is good enough. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm just going to leave that. So I'm over here. I already made sure that they had the 4 beavers in there. We go back and we look this way now and we'll have a look. So we have got, currently, they've worked their way up the ladder up to here, and we're working on this platform up here. This one's already been built and it needs to go on just a little tiny bit further. Frith rant over pineapple pizza. Pineapple is just wrong on a pizza. It has no place on a pizza. It does not belong there. It's just no. Just no. It's an abomination. It is an absolute abomination. It has no place. Does not belong. I don't know what's wrong with you people. Pineapple on pizza. Whatever next. See this bit down here? We've got these ruins. We could, in theory, build a ramp from here out across over to here. Another little bit of a ramp down. And we could, in theory, actually reach those ruins from here without having to build a whole new district in order to be able to gather up the iron from there. Now, this bit over here, this is too far away, so I have to build a new district here when I want to be able to harvest that. And then that's it for iron. There is no more. You got all this open expanse. There's one of the things that is really widely requested on the forums and that. One is irrigation channels. It's actually aqueducts, so that you can carry water above other places rather than only being able to do it like this, because I've got water channels over here, and so I got water in the ponds right here. It comes from this little lake that comes all the way along the top of the mountain, and then it goes into this big pond right here, and then I built a bigger pond here to still store it. But then it also goes through this channel all the way around. It goes right the way around to the other side of the mountain, keeping all of the trees inside here. There's all maple trees inside here. It keeps them all watered. Because they've got all this water around here permanently, they all stay watered. And then I've got the same up here. This all stays watered as well. And I've got another channel over here and another big pond. So I've got a constant supply of water coming out as well. I've got these pumps. I've got pumps there. I've got pumps there. I've got more pumps over here. And more here over on the lake over on this side. So I got pumps everywhere that are constantly producing a whole load of water. Total Trouble Gaming, hey friends, hello, welcome to the stream. Bowen Potato says that pineapple on pizza is lovely, like a tangy sweet flavour bomb. Good gravy. No. Simon Rowlands does agree with me, but thinks I shouldn't get worked up about it. Well, I try not to get worked up about it, but it's just wrong. Myopic Illumination says pineapple pizza with Canadian bacon, absolute... No, it's not absolutely brilliant. What is wrong with you? You are a deeply... Myopic Illumination, I like you and all, but you are a deeply, deeply broken man. That's all I'm going to say on the subject. It's time for us to move on. Simon Rowlands thinks that I should stop getting worked up about it. He's probably right. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to stop getting worked up about it. What I would like is for our beavers to hurry up and do this bit of work. You can see it does take a little bit of time. Once we get sort of a bigger build like this, it can take a little bit longer. All I'm really doing with this is finding out if I can extend the water upwards by any particular length. And there isn't really a lot else that I want to do at the moment. I don't want to build any extra districts at the moment because of the huge amount of lag that another 50 beavers is going to cost me. So I don't really want to get stuck into that. What else could I do? Let's have a look over this side. I really don't think there is any way, because that goes straight up there, across over this way, and then up to that point right there. I don't believe there is any way that I can do this now. Path and structure. If I do that, I guess, and that. It's pushed that up a little bit. Got a bit more onto this corner here. Guess if I was to push the path... I wonder. I don't think having the path moving out is actually going to help in any way. That, I don't think is going to make any difference. No. That is really it. I can't get any further up that way. A bit of a shame, really. I can't get right over to that corner. If I was to build another district, I would be able to. Or if I was... Even if I was able to take that district and just move it over there, I'd be able to. And there is kind of a way that you can do that. You rip up the district, you move it, you rename it. All of the beavers will up and leave, and then you just got to put them back again. And... Actually... If I was to move the district to here... I could do just that. And that would be close enough, because my long-term goal with this area was to blast off the entire thing so that I bring it down to this level, and then I'd be able to start producing food on a bigger scale. But the downside of that is that, yeah, the distribution between districts doesn't work quite so good as I'd like at the moment. It's quite slow, it's not very efficient. So that's another thing that's been requested. This is the very beginning of early access for this game. As it, laggy and so on as this game is, because this game is very early access, it's only just started in early access, I've got really high hopes for this, because I've done all of this in a game that has literally just stepped into early access, which is basically the beginning of beta testing. That's what early access is, essentially. You are buying the game early so that you can be a part of the beta testing and building the game up, and like helping to polish the final parts of it. And if you remember that when it says early access instead of expecting a complete and finished polished game, then you can be in for some pleasant surprises. Yes, some games really probably shouldn't even be in the beta access stages, which is what I would consider to be an early access. So yeah, I think that, to be honest, this game is going places. They put in a year or two's work on this, and this is sort of the starting off point to the jumping off point to start negotiations. What are we going to end up with in a year or two's time if this is what we've got at the moment? Like all of this that I've been able to construct. It's going to be amazing. It is absolutely going to be brilliant. So I will be coming back to this game later on to do some more streaming on it at a later date. Right now, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into landscaping, and I'm going to actually finish out this big square right here. So I'll put in a load of TNT in there, like that. So the beavers in this district are going to be working on that. I'm going to go here with a lumberjack, and I'll put him there, like that. And then I'm going to pause the game completely, and I'm going to go into the cut trees mode, and I've already got that selected for cut trees, which is good. So now we can let it play on again, and they'll remove the rest of these trees right here. And then when they've done that, we can carry on. So what I'm hoping is that in the morning, the beavers will put in all of the rest of the TNT in here, and I'll finish out the stream with blowing up that square. So it won't be everything that I'd like to blow up, but at least it's a start. At least we can have a couple of little kabooms here and there. And we've also got, if you look down here, actually let's spin around this way. You can see right there, they are building quite nicely in here. We've got logs being thrown into some of the levees, and I've also got this one up here. That's almost done. This one up here won't have any materials brought to it yet. So they're sort of going round and they're building a few sections of this at once, which is absolutely fantastic. That's just what we want. If they can keep going doing that. Bowen is off to go and play a bit of Red Dead Redemption. Have a good stream. Thank you very much, Bowen. It's great to see you in here. That's awesome. Now I'm gonna put. Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, I can. I'm gonna put a platform in here. It's going to go just across like that. There. And I'm going to put that across there like that. So that the beavers will also build that bit, and then they'll sort of spread round and hopefully build this just a little tiny little bit faster. If we can get them to finish this before the stream finishes, that would be absolutely fantastic. I wonder if I can risk speeding this up. Does get a bit laggy. I'll slow it down towards the middle of the day when it starts to lag more. There, it now starts to turn into a bit more of a slideshow at this point. We've got 1.6 days until the drought starts. And what happens when the drought starts is that the water wheels will all stop. Any water wheels. So I haven't got all that much water wheel power. I'm relying on the engines. Although, funnily enough, over here, the water wheels aren't turning at all, and they should be. Well, they are, but they're turning very, very slow. Oh, no, I know why they're turning slowly. It's because I got something else working on that. But quite why I've not got very much water coming through that way to make those water wheels turn. Oh, there they go. Now they're turning. It's very strange. I don't quite have enough water coming in here to make these work as I'd like them to. So they do strange things at times, which is disappointing. We've got a nice lot of TNT being put down over there, which is fantastic, and we have our build going on up here. This is the bit that slows down and takes quite a bit of time, because they've got to go along and they've got to build each square one at a time. So the builders get called, and then they'll go along and they'll bring the materials, and they do it one square at a time. So if you're building a large amount of levees, all one after the other, it can take quite a while. So as you can imagine, it took me a fair bit of time and an awful lot of timber to go and build all of that lot. All of these walls all the way around, they took a really, really long time. But it's worth it in the end. Once they actually build the big structure that you're after, it is definitely worth it. We're getting to midnight. I'm going to speed up again so that we can get close to the next day. And, yep, it all goes really laggy, but they're all just rushing off to bed now. So we let them all go to bed while I have another quick mouthful. Mohammed Badawi, wow, just came here and see so tall buildings. Yep. This map here, I think I've probably been doing about 40 hours on this map in total, maybe a little bit longer. When I first ordered them, let's slow that down, I'm going to get a bit of a lag spike here first thing in the morning. When I first ordered them to build this entire structure here, I then left it running overnight for about 8 hours, I think it was 9 hours it was left running overnight. And they built almost all of it apart from a bit in the back corner over there, which took another couple of hours to finish off. So, yeah, I just kind of let it all carry on. I had all the districts nicely balanced with food production and reproduction rates and everything else. So everything was able to be constantly supplied. I didn't have any districts die, run out of food or anything like that. everything work really well. And there's enough water in all of the different areas that every time there's a drought, I don't need to do anything at all. Some people, when they play, they like to kind of micromanage, and they will build up several different lakes, and then they open floodgates bit by bit as the drought progresses over a few days to keep areas watered. I don't like doing that. I don't like micromanagement. I prefer to have large pools of stuff and kind of do it like that. It just makes life so much easier. So, yes, in the later stages of the game like this, there's not a lot really going on. I'm mostly just watching it. And I'll just, bow and potato, I'll just lurk. I can't get away from that sweet Frothercino voice. I haven't heard it in ages. Frothercino. Oh, that's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Frothercino. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, that is just priceless. So anyway, Frothercinos aside, these guys right here, I've just kind of got to wait for them here at this point. And this is what I'm hoping, that when they start working on some of the balancing, getting the game a little bit more optimized, things will work a little better. So some of the stuff that goes on with the beavers, they'll be able to do it a little bit faster, and it'll just help things progress just a little bit more smoothly. It would be really nice if that could happen. Now, what I got at the moment is I've got these triple platforms on the inside. If they will build those up, they will actually keep working over on this side as well, and that will also push that up. Feed Guy Gaming, thank you very much, sir. It's absolutely brilliant of you. Very much appreciated. It's good to see you here again as well. Feed Guy does a lot of racing on his channel, if you ever want to go and see him doing that. It's a bit like NASCAR racing, I think. It's a iRacing, is it? I think it's iRacing. He does a lot of that on his channel, so if you're into that, then that's the place to go. He does a lot of that. And Foxical, hello and welcome to the stream. It's good to see you here as well. I'm going to do one more little bit in here. We're going to go back into the landscaping, and I'm going to just order the levees in here that I want to build. So I'm going to have to sort of look at this down from the top like that. I'm going to have the construction in like this. There, and go down. I think that's as high as I can go, actually. Put that one in. Oh, I might better go a bit higher. A triple height levee. I don't think, triple height floodgate. I don't think I can take that any higher. Yeah. Right there. It won't actually let me put it up to that height. Doesn't like it because of where it's going to force the water to go up to. So we need to remove this one. I'll do that. Yep. And then I will take a double floodgate like that and pop that one in there. So then the beavers can start building that up, which means that they will start working up from the bottom, and hopefully everything is going to work out quite nicely. We've got a 6-day drought that we've just started. So there's going to be slow down on the water. Now at the moment the water hasn't stopped getting over to this side yet. It will do eventually. It hasn't even stopped over here. So the drought has already started, but because I've got so much water kind of accumulated in the tank in here, it hasn't completely stopped it. Eventually this will stop, which means that the flow of water going into all the other districts will stop as well. The water up on the top of the mountain that comes out of the spring, that has already stopped, and you can see here the water has stopped flowing. It's not moving at all. And so there's no water flowing into the tanks, and there's no water flowing out of the tanks either. Which means that all of the other little side bits of water that I've got going all the way around, all the way over to here, none of those have got any more water going in. So now it is only being used up. Now this is something that is really cool with this game. Is when the drought starts, this water, I've got water pumps going on in here, so the beavers are extracting water and they're putting it into these large water tanks over here, and they're using them. The beavers will be drinking from that throughout the course of the drought, so these water pumps are continually removing from my large pool of water. The trees that are all the way around the bottom here, all the way over here, look, they're also extracting water, along with the vegetables and that we're growing with our farms. We've got potatoes in there that are busy growing. That's all extracting water, so the tanks, the water is being used up, and then there's also evaporation off the surface of the tank. If I have a 9-day drought, the level of the water in this tank will actually drop by, if I just go into here, so the level of the water is at the moment it's about halfway down, just a little bit over halfway I suppose, on the top block, on here on the top levee. If I have a 9-day drought, which is the longest it will go with on the first, on the normal setting, is 9 days is maximum. You can do a custom game where you have much more severe droughts if you want to. The lowest I've had it is just above the second level. The second level down. So we've dropped about 1.5 blocks over the course of the drought and gone down to here, which means that there's a lot less green strip around the top. This will all dry up, this strip up through here, this bit of river. And so the green up on the top, the water doesn't go in as far, and so you'll start to lose crops in the middle. You'll start, and especially over here, we'll really notice it down here. I'll get large areas of brown in the middle right here, where the crops just dry out and die over the course of a longer drought. And the same happens up here. The wheat crop starts to die as I lose water up on this bit. So it does affect you if you go for longer. Feet Guy is fantastic. He's trying out FIFA 22. Okay, that's definitely not a game that I've ever played. I'm not. I really don't like FIFA games at all. I'm really not into football. Frithgar, do you know the Geek Cupboard? The Geek Cupboard. I know of a couple of games that are sort of based on geeky stuff. There's one I watch quite a bit of that, there's a channel that I watch that sort of features a load of stuff about Lord of the Rings and how different things happen with Lord of the Rings. In Geek Gaming, I think. Or in Deep Geek. Maybe that's what it is. You know, I can't remember. It's something like that, anyway. Not a lot else to it. Right, it's 10 o'clock now. I've been going for 3 hours. We ought really to be thinking about wrapping this up. So, that's a taste of what this game has got to offer. It's got another 5 days before this drought finishes, which is going to take too long for us to sit around and wait. But you can sort of see what happens here. I'm 99% certain that this will allow me eventually to let the water rise all the way up to the top, which is going to be pretty cool. If I can extend the extent of this map all the way out, that would be even better. I will do another stream on this game. I am definitely going to go and do another stream on this game. Probably 6 months. Well, I say probably. Between 6 and 12 months' time, I will do another one. I say about that long because that's going to give them time to build up some new stuff for the game and hopefully optimize it a bit as well. Because when I play this game, all I want to do is build massive, great, big, large-scale things, such as this bit over here. I'm particularly proud of this. Like that. Right, build it up there. This right here, like the statues there above where the water comes through. I was particularly proud of that. I thought that looked really, really cool. It's a shame it didn't work quite as well as I'd hoped. There was supposed to be water coming from the top. That didn't actually quite work right. But, yeah, it's something that it would be absolutely fan-schmastic, I think, if we can build the water all the way up the top and stuff like that. Feet Guy Gaming, did you say you're not a football fan and you don't like tea and you call yourself a Brit? Well, actually, I call myself Cornish, not Brit. You know, the Brits invaded Cornwall. I'm Cornish. But no, I really can't stand football. Soccer to the Americans who might be watching. But I don't like sports in general. I just don't like watching sports. I'm just not into sports. I've never been into sports. I've tried. I really have. I have tried to sit and watch sports with friends, you know, try and fit in a little bit. I just can't do it. It's so painful for me to sit there and watch it. I'm never going to be one of those people that is into watching sport in any way, shape or form. If that's what you like to do, if that's what you like to watch, then fair play to you. But it's never going to be something that I'm going to be into. Not in any way, shape or form. It's just not going to happen. So what I'm going to do right now, though, is nothing else is going to be working just at the minute. We're not going to have time to go and finish the other bits that I wanted to finish. So we will finish up this third stream, which is slightly ridiculous. I can't believe we had to do 3 streams to make all of this work. I'm going to start this one up here, and I'm going to blow it all up. And then when it's finished, that's going to be it. We are going to finish the stream. If this crashes everything, I do apologise, so I will say farewell now, and then we will do it. So if you've enjoyed the stream, or streams, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later. Right, I've said it on at least one stream, despite the fact that we had 3 this evening. And thank you very much to everybody that has donated and joined and helped out the channel. Thank you very, very much to the moderators who've come along and helped us keeping the chat clean and friendly and so on and so forth. And, of course, thank you to everybody who's come along and watched. And, again, sincere apologies for the terrible, terrible mess that has generally been the stream while things were going horribly, horribly wrong. So let's blow this stuff up, shall we? We're going to start in the back corner. You can actually press pause and then like set a whole load of them to detonate all at once, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start in that corner and I'm just going to go detonate. I'm going to let the fireworks show take off. Slow. It's a slideshow. And here we go. Oh! Right, well, it actually still seems to be working. The stream still seems to be going, although we do now need to go. So, yep, again, thank you